Just a real quick thing before we start. I would like to dedicate this particular episode, the 13th episode of our adventures, to a special young lady named Leslie Jester. Congratulations on graduating from UT, and I'm so proud of you. You're my lucky number 13, and so yeah, this is totally gay. I love you, and here we go.
Real quick before we start, I just want to thank my cat Julie, who just had kittens.
Did she really? Julie just had kittens?
I think so. Well, she's like kind of in labor yesterday, and we were like, well, I don't know. Like,
So you're just gonna make fun of my dedication right after my dedication? Thanks.
hello and welcome.
No. Do it right. Hey everybody. That's how you always.
Fine. Hey everybody.
No. Put the little zinger on it. Hey everybody.
Hi everybody.
There you go. That's it. That's the one we're waiting for.
Welcome to episode 13, the big one. 13.
The 2 6.5s
Yes,
added together.
that's exactly where we are. This is why it's a big episode for us.
Yeah.
And a lot's happened since last week.
Not too much has happened since last week. He's lying.
A couple things
7 exact days.
since we recorded. So, a lot's happened this week.
Sweet.
What? Let's talk about what happened this week.
Oh shit.
What happened to you this
Okay,
week?
so Leslie's graduation. She graduated from college. That's awesome. She's got a bachelor's degree in psychology.
All right. Well, how'd that go?
That went pretty good. She didn't trip. Her whole family and all her friends came in.
You know, if I graduated from a different city, how many friends of mine do you think would show?
Like 0.
Yeah.
Probably have trouble getting me there.
Yeah.
No offense.
You'd probably end up riding with my parents.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I was like, how am I supposed to get there? As long as I get the day off in advance and have a way to get there,
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Probably like you, my parents, and Mary, all in one car.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then you just ride back with us, put all your shit in the car. Yeah. Fuck it, I'm going home.
All right. Anything to talk about in this? Anything cool happened with this story?
Some white woman turned around and was like, I can't hear. And one of Leslie's best friends looked at her and she said, listen. Like, I was just like, damn.
What?
Savage moments.
Was she saying they're too loud?
Yeah, she was saying, I wasn't even saying anything. It was Leslie's 2 friends were sitting in between us.
Yeah.
And they were talking to each other and like making jokes because the guy who was up there giving a speech was like really boring. Like even some of the students were falling asleep. And we're like, where's he going with this? And then
Was he like the valedictorian?
no, it was just some old guy.
Oh.
Some professor. And then some white woman turned around and she's like, I can't hear. And like two seats down, Leslie's friend was like, listen. I was like, this is fucking funny.
That is kind of funny.
She was like, try listening.
Yeah. Did the thug life glasses fly in her face?
It should have.
Yeah.
They should have shuddered over her face. They had the 2 white people moved.
Oh.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's how it's done. Alright, well, what'd you do? Did you do anything for Mother's Day?
Oh yeah, I went over to my mom's house and I changed the brakes on her car.
Yeah.
And we went and got Hardee's.
Huh.
She paid because I changed the brakes on her car for free.
Okay.
So, spent time with my mama. She also was at Leslie's graduation.
Oh, okay.
Her and Kaylee. Kaylee showed me her finger without the Band-Aid on.
This is creepy.
It's gross.
Alright, let's see. What did I do this week? Yesterday, for Mother's Day, I gave Frankie some candy, a Sims gift card.
Okay, there you go.
And I got her something else, but I haven't got here yet. But, I mean, since this won't air for, like, another week, we got her this, like, massage chair.
Okay, good. So she won't know till it gets there.
Yeah. I mean,
It wouldn't matter anyways. She's not gonna listen to it.
Yeah. So we'll be in the clear. Frankie never listens to this. Anyway,
that's who we should talk shit about on the podcast because she never listens.
Yeah. And
just so happens the one time she listens, that fucking Frankie, she don't ever fucking listen to our podcast. You know what? Here's the plan. We're gonna put some Nair in her shampoo.
Yeah.
And then you wake up bald and you're like, oh god, she listened to the podcast.
Alright, so we went over to my Nana Kay's, gave her some gifts, hung out for about an hour, and then we went to Zaxby's, and then Mary bought everybody dinner, and we went home. And then me and Mary played Gauntlet Dark Legacy.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Anything else happened to you this week?
I got a bunch of free beer.
From who?
Leslie's friends left a lot of food in the kitchen. They didn't take it back with them. I was like, shaking my head like I would have took all that shit home.
I tried to leave all my Debbie cakes from last week and you wouldn't take
Well, they did it without me knowing. I was over at my mom's doing her breaks. Came back home.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. I mean, those Debbie cakes, after Little Debbie of Horrors, do you think I really wanted those?
I mean, how do you feel after that? Because after that...
I haven't had a Debbie cake since of that.
I honestly felt like we just had a heart attack starter kit that day, and now it's just a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, it's like you get a starter pack, and then you need some booster packs.
Yeah. I think I'm going to take a break from Debbie Cakes for the next 5 years.
Yeah, me too.
Unless I bring some more on for the podcast.
No. Special edition, shit your pants.
Well, I imagine if I bring
shit
more...
your panty bars.
If I bring any more to the podcast, it'd only be like one.
One what?
An episode.
One an
episode. I'm not going to do another 20 again. No.
Well, don't do anything pumpkin when Halloween rolls around. Those things are gross.
Alright.
Writing it down. Make sure to do pumpkin.
Everything pumpkin for Halloween.
Oh, fuck that.
Also...
We should do something special for our Halloween episode, though.
Oh, I want to do the whole month.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my favorite holiday. Also this week, I just got a bunch of money so we can have...
Our show put on SoundCloud.
Yeah, we're going to be put on SoundCloud probably by the time you hear this, we'll be on SoundCloud. I don't know if every episode will be up there yet, but...
You could probably put them, as long as you have them saved to your laptop.
I mean, I know, but it'll probably take a while to upload it to each episode individually.
I just streamline that shit.
Because we got...
Do them back to back to back.
Yeah, well, we got what?
Mary can do it. At her job, probably.
We got 23 episodes if you add the other podcast into it.
We have... Oh, no. We just need to do our main stuff's what needs to go on there first.
Alright, and then Joe's.
Then we'll focus on Joe's.
Alright, if you want to know how I got this money, it wasn't from working.
Yeah, because work gets you nowhere in life.
That money's not helping. I went to a casino for my Uncle Steve's birthday, and I won $110.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And,
I should have went with you guys.
Yeah, well,
I could have been winning money, not losing money.
Me and Aunt Debbie are the only two people who won. Everybody else lost money.
That's good. That you and Aunt Debbie are the only ones who won. That means y'all are the lucky ones.
Like we went to Cherokee, North Carolina.
Damn.
To Harrah's.
That's where my mom is going next week.
Is she?
Yeah, she goes up and down there. There's a church up there that she goes to.
Why?
I don't know.
The fuck?
But don't talk about it because she listens to our podcast. So
does she?
She's never made it through an episode because she says we're too vulgar, but she does.
Probably get this far into it, right?
Yeah, she'll probably get right to where you start shit talking to her, and then she's like, "Oh, fuck that Sean guy. I don't know why you're friends with him anymore."
Who goes up an hour to go to a church?
It's a church that was started by a bunch of people who used to go to church with us.
Yeah.
And they're growing, and she's just trying to help. So she's been donating her time and her money and her effort into helping get that church off the ground, and that's pretty admirable. I mean,
okay, I got so many jokes. I'm going to keep going.
Hey, look at it this way. Imagine how you're trying to start this podcast up, and it's big to you.
Yeah,
it's like that for her. Okay.
All right.
So don't be a hater.
But I'm not asking people for money, though.
She's not asking people for money either.
I know, but the church.
Church isn't asking her for money. She's just donating it anyways.
Did you hear that? Vita's mom, we got a new mission for you. Or anybody else who's nice enough to do that.
We're starting a Patreon.
Yeah, I got a Patreon. I just don't know how to use it or how it works.
I have a Patreon. I just don't know how to trick the bastards into
I think also,
giving me money.
I don't understand how I'd get the money because I didn't hook anything up to it. So I imagine there's no way to even give me money on there.
I don't know how it works, man. It probably involves a lot of reading. Do I look like the type of person that reads?
Well, at first I hated the casino. Like, we get there and, like, they gave us $50 to play on since we're new people joining. And, like, I'm like, I don't understand how any of these things works because there's no instructions on any of the machines.
Blackjack's easy.
Well, yeah, there are blackjack and poker tables, but I'm like, I'm not touching that.
Well, blackjack would have been easy.
I'm not skilled enough to handle shit like that. And then we walk around and then, like, start playing this pot of gold game. I won about 10 cents on that. I didn't like it, and then, like, we randomly were walking around, like, we just gotta find something, you know. And I saw a Husky game. I was like, oh, there we go. There's something Mary might like. So I set her on the Husky game, and I sat next to her. And then I'm on a game.
What the heck is a Husky game?
It's like it's a Husky, and then, like, all these things are spinning, and you gotta stop it, and, like, it'll stop. Everything will stop, and then, like, you gotta get some, like, weird. There's like 5 lines. Yeah, it's like 5 lines, and then, like,
they all have to match up or something?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. And then, like, I sat next to her on this game that was about horses. It was like a Mustang game. I was like, well, I'll play this and you play the Husky game. And then, like, I kept getting a bunch of free spins. And, like, it kept adding up. And then, like, I kept winning money on top of the free spins. And by the time I was done, it's like, you win all this money. Like, I won, like, $80. And then I turned around and won another, like, 20 after that, and then I won a 5 after that.
I need to go to the casino with you.
I guess, but I mean, after
we
that,
can double my paycheck.
After that, though, like, I stopped. I'm like, I'm done.
Can you get me to $1,800?
No, I can't, because, like, later on, we go back there, and Mary gave me a 20 because I refused to put any money into the machine. Because now I'm out of the casino currency they gave me. And now it's time to use real money. I'm like, no, I'm done. I retire. And then she gave me $20. I played the same game. I lost it all.
Yeah.
And then she lost all the money they gave her too. And then this place was gigantic. They even have in this casino they have people who come. Like Alice Cooper was there a month ago. Jeff Foxworthy's coming like in June.
Oh boy, Jeff Foxworthy.
He's kind of big. And Thunder from Down Under, Australian strippers, and
that actually sounds.
The Price is Right is coming.
Oh,
but it's not Drew Carey. It's Jerry Springer hosting it.
Why?
He has nothing better to do, I guess.
Sounds dangerous.
I don't think. I mean, he used to be a.
Lisa, you win $20. Now, can you tell us, Lisa? Are you sexually active with this gentleman over here? Is he the father? What the fuck are you talking about, Jerry Springer?
He goes, well, we talked to your sister who said you're a fucking slut, and you slept with all of her exes. And she goes, what the fuck? How'd you talk to my sister? And then, like...
Well, you know the list of, help fucking...
She gets knocked out, and that dun 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 dun, like that gate when you lose on Price is Right starts playing. All right.
We also talked to your dad.
They had this.
I said you're a little whore. My dad died 15 years ago.
And like they had
we talked to him. We talked to him with a Ouija board.
This place was gigantic. Like we went to upstairs. There was a buffet, and like it was huge. They have quit.
Smells good.
Yeah. Okay. Not time for candle sniffing.
Yeah, but I wish my balls smelled like that.
We went to this buffet and it was gigantic. They had like a Chinese area, Mexican area, Italian, dessert. They had all this kind of cool shit. Like, actually, the Mexican kind of sucked because I got.
That's something we did.
I got a. They had quesadillas, right? I got a bunch of them. Tastes like shit.
Gross.
It was just like hard, and there's nothing but cheese, and like there's like a thing of onion in it. There's no meat. I'm like, why? The Chinese was pretty good. I had some sushi.
Who taught these Mexicans to make quesadillas?
It was a bunch of white guys.
Are you sure it was supposed to be a quesadilla? Did it say like quesadilla?
It said Mexican, and then like it was shaped and looked just like a quesadilla. I was like, I bet it's a quesadilla.
It's like that time we went to Sono.
Oh yeah,
and it was like meh, you know.
I was looked around and like it's a Mexican restaurant and there's all white people. I'm like, the one time I want to be surrounded by Mexicans is when I'm in a Mexican restaurant. No,
right, that's what I said. That's what I said. I only go out to Mexican restaurants. Only time I want to be surrounded by Mexicans is if they're making that banging ass food.
Like I go to a Mexican restaurant and I see all white people. I'm not happy.
I'm just I'm like I can understand everything they're saying.
You should be in a fucking yogurt restaurant. Right now, not here.
Fucking making me a ham sandwich at Subway or something.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Like that time we went to for those of you who don't know, Sono Tacos is a restaurant here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and it's not terrible. We're not going to give it a bad review.
I am.
Until we try it again.
Okay.
But for now, we're going to say it's pretty mediocre.
For now, Sono on Sono.
Yeah, say no to Sono.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a hit. It's a restaurant here in South Knoxville we tried. And when we walked in there, it's pretty hipster. Like every single person in there had a fucking cowboy hat on. I mean, I know that's not the hipster thing to do. I'm just kidding. They were all wearing snapbacks. Pretty much all the cookie cutter cut out of each other, like wearing the same exact clothes. Yeah, and it's not like your
Starbucks going motherfuckers.
Yeah,
were there.
So we're sitting there. I look because their kitchen's wide open. It's just a wide open kitchen to where you can just see right into what they're making. And I was like, I lean back. I look in the kitchen because they don't have any walls up, and all I see is white people in the kitchen. One light-skinned brother is in that kitchen. And all I could think was, I hope he's making my food. At least it won't taste bad. And then we got our food, and it was pretty mediocre.
I was pissed. I'm sure.
When we go to a Mexican restaurant, which that's what we thought it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
When you order refried beans, or when you order beans for a Mexican restaurant, you expect refried beans. We got pinto beans. Yeah. I was like, if I wanted pinto beans, I could have opened up a can of... Sean's dad could have made these beans. Not that he's... I was just saying he likes to make pinto beans. That's what I meant.
I was so disappointed.
I was too.
Alright. It's time for
the Mexican rice was like... not Mexican.
You probably don't know the difference.
It just tasted like steamed rice.
Yeah. Alright, it's time to move on to the next segment, eating shit.
Eating shit!
Alright, so
we took some nasty stinkers today, just for you guys. Some pretty big, smelly ones. So, Sean, I wanted you to try mine first, and here you go.
Are you just gonna fucking fart in my face?
No, I was just gonna hand you a turd and let you try it.
No.
Maybe
how about this?
Change the name from eating shit.
Oh, yeah, well, you named it. I
like it. I like eating shit. God damn it. What I meant to say was, I like the segment eating shit. Anyways, this week on the podcast, we decided to finish out the trilogy of Airheads.
The Airhead
flavored gums.
We tried the blue raspberry before.
Grab the cherry one, because that's the one I already opened. I was about to try. So this week we're going to try the cherry and watermelon flavors. They have micro candies in them. And that is all it says.
I think I'm going to like this cherry, because I love cherry.
I do not like cherry that much. I don't like a lot of cherry flavored things.
I'm the opposite.
And from the smell of it, it does smell just like cherry Airheads.
Fuck, that smells good. It smells like goddamn cherry icy. I love cherry ice.
That's what I said about the blue raspberry one.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, here it goes. Down the hatch.
Down the hatch. Oh, fucking A. It's like edible cherry icy. It's fucking delicious. Damn. It's like listening to jazz. So good it is. This is the best gum ever. We should, if anything comes from this podcast, hopefully it's to spread the word of fucking Airhead gum.
I don't know if I want to spread the word. I've only been able to find it in one gas station. If I started going in there and couldn't get it, I'd murder people.
Well, I'm saying like, hey, let's have these at Walmart. Let's have these at Target. Spread the word to get
other places to start selling them. How come they don't sell it at Walmart? You think if any place would pick that shit up, it'd be Walmart. I will admit, this cherry one, it's good, but its flavor runs out a lot quicker than the blue one.
Did it?
Blue raspberry.
Damn, I don't know if it's as good as blue raspberry.
It's not. Blue raspberry still holds a special place at number 1 at the top of our list of things we tried.
This is, for me, this is number 2. I'm not a big watermelon fan, so I'm thinking we're going to have the opposite ideas on these gums.
You know, I'm like the only, well, that's not true. I'm one of the 2 only black people who don't like watermelon.
There's another?
Yeah, his name's Norman. He's pretty cool.
Okay. Are we doing watermelon?
We're doing watermelon.
Smelling it. Smells like watermelon. What do you think?
No. It's like, I don't know. I don't think the Airheads candy made it better. Usually it does. But this time it's kind of just like...
You know, I don't hate it. And I'm not like a big watermelon fan.
It makes me think of the Bubblicious watermelon flavor gum. Or the Hubba Bubba, whatever it is. But, it's not bad, it's just
watermelon flavor. I think that's why I'm hating right now.
I mean, it's like, meh. It's not terrible. But at the same time, it's, you know,
I'm taking
the candy is almost pointless.
I'm taking the cherry with me.
You can have some of the cherry.
I'm taking the cherry with me.
You can have some of the cherry.
You can have the watermelon. I love that cherry. Alright, it's time for...
I told my boss I'd let her try the cherry, so I at least have to take a piece to her.
The next segment on our show is called Random Facts.
I thought he was gonna pull the iCarly on us. Random dancing.
Oh, I'm dancing.
You can't see it, but I'm dancing just like Childish Gambino, and This Is America.
And I'm dancing like
Bill Cosby and...
I was going to say a white mom.
Oh. I don't know what that would look like, but I feel like I wouldn't.
They just wave their arms around and like not much else. Yeah.
That seems about right.
Yeah.
Soccer mom in it.
They're not.
Gold!
And some of them, if they're crazy enough, will shake their ass. But
hey, are you off next Sunday?
I don't know.
I hope you are.
Why?
Because we should go to the main event. Try that place out.
Where is it?
It's that place that I was telling you about here in Knoxville. You remember Kevin was talking about it on the podcast?
Oh, yeah.
Bunch of arcade games and fun games, and you can drink.
Let's
try it out.
Alright. So, random facts.
Random facts.
This week, considering it's a 13th episode.
13th.
Spooky episode.
Spooky.
The spooktacular.
Spooktacular.
We're going to talk about spiders. On random facts this week.
I'm not going to like this.
Three spider facts.
Oh, fuck.
Fact 1. There are approximately 38,000 known species of spiders.
God.
And they're found on every continent except Antarctica. That's where you're moving to.
Not really.
I could deal with spiders.
I don't want to be the first person to find a spider in Antarctica. God, I'm going to be by myself? Shit!
Smell spiders. Alright, fact number 2. A bite from a Brazilian wandering spider can cause long and painful erections.
Huh. That's pretty fucking funny.
I feel like every guy's like, I kind of want to try it.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, I kind of thought to myself for a second there. I was like,
What?
Does it mean long? Like, this is lasting too long.
Long and painful.
Like, why though? Like,
maybe it's like way like you know how Bane, when he like juices up too much, he goes and his veins start popping out. And it looks like very painful. Maybe it's what that happens to.
Yeah, but like, what spider says to himself, "Man, my venom, I gotta make it sure it's unique," and you know,
maybe like Brazilian wandering spiders are like wearing like short shorts and like cowboy boots and like on street corners.
I'm pretty sure someone's like extracting Brazilian nut biter spiders.
I don't know if they bite you in the nut.
No, I'm joking. I just couldn't think of the damn name.
Brazilian wandering spider.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure they're like extracting its venom and using it to make like fucking extends.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
Spider that bites you and gives you an erection. Two things I never thought I'd
in my head
hear in a sentence together.
I'm just imagining like a spider on the street corner with other Brazilian hookers.
And he's like smoking a cigarette. He's like, "Can I help you? $5.
Hey, it was how much for a bite? 200. And
$200? Hell no! I go buy some extends right now."
Well, I imagine he's like a weirdo. He goes, okay, then like the spider hops in the car. They go to a hotel.
I'm hoping the spider's small, because if a big ass spider gets in my car,
yeah. I imagine it's like a little bitty, but like somehow he's able to tell it's a spider.
I think I'd be okay with it. Like a really small spider like that with that ability bites me in the foot, and then I just get an erection, and I'm like, well, I know what I'm doing for the next 4 hours.
Probably longer, because it seems like this is going to be like a 12, 15-hour adventure.
I was thinking like after 4 hours, I'd probably be tired.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I'd probably still have a boner, but I'd be like, look, I'm laying down. I'm laying the rest of this one out. You just keep going.
All right. Ready for fact number 3?
No, we need to stay on this nut biter spider.
Nut biter spider.
Nut biter
Brazilian
spider.
wandering spider.
That's what we need to call this episode.
The nut
biter spider.
Okay.
The nut biter spider. Everybody will look at it. They'll be like, "What the fuck are they talking about? The nut biter spider."
Our least viewed episode, the haunted butthole. Second, probably going to be the nut biter spider.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a cool name.
It is pretty cool.
So we're going to call it that.
I'm actually afraid to bring her doggy blanket in after it's been out there for like the last few days, because I'm pretty sure when I do, I'm going to bring in some spiders with it.
I mean, I could shake it out.
Oh, he's such a sweetheart.
If you're afraid of spiders, I don't have a problem with spiders.
That's weird too, because that time we saw a spider that big, like fucking the size of a silver dollar. No, that's too small. The size of a 50-cent piece running across your bedroom floor.
Yeah.
I said, I'm sleeping in the chair tonight.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping on the chair like a cat tonight.
I don't know if you know, that chair's gone.
What do you do when you see a spider like that?
I'm like, okay. Like, I don't.
You just say, okay.
I'm not afraid of spiders. So, like, if it bothers me enough, I'll go kill it. Like, I have a bug killing item in my room, which is just a nutcracker. And I take the bottom of it and I just smash it against the wall, against the spider or any bug.
So you see a spider that big in your room and you're not worried?
No. Only Mary will freak out. She'll like start screaming at me to kill it if we see one. And like, I'm like, okay, I guess I'll kill it.
Well, it makes sense. You don't know what that bastard does while you're sleeping? He could be writing fucking stories about you and sending it out to all your friends. He could be texting people on your phone.
Here's the thing. I was, one of the facts I didn't choose, because I looked up a bunch of facts. It said you're never 10 feet from a spider.
Mm-hmm. I believe that in my heart of hearts.
So I'm like, if I'm never that far, I kill one, there's going to be like a revenging brother not too far from him.
I don't think spider families are that tight.
So, fact number 3. When spiders travel, they always have 4 legs on the ground and 4 in the air at all times. I guess they're like, I wish the motherfucker would. Let's go. I'm like, his arms up all the time. Like,
I don't know why. I imagine them marching like Nazis. Just.
oh. I guess.
I would hate to see a spider march. Because then I would be like, that's a lot of fucking spiders in one place.
Yeah.
I think it's time for a genocide.
Actually, I looked also at the fact I didn't choose. They're very helpful to the environment.
Fuck the environment.
Spiders kill more insects than birds and bats combined.
I think I could deal with more insects than spiders.
Okay. This week on Wheel of Topics.
This week on the Wheel of Topics. Wait. Last time on the Wheel of Topics,
we ate a bunch of Debbie cakes.
the gang ate a bunch of Debbie cakes.
We almost died.
And regretted it. They almost died, and one of them was diagnosed with stupidity.
Alright.
It was Sean.
Wheel of Topics.
This week on the Wheel of Topics.
Alright, we got spiders.
Alright.
Dark Cloud 2.
We got spiders.
Dark Cloud 2.
Dark Cloud 2.
Horror movie battle royale.
Horror movie battle royale.
So it's like
good.
a bunch of horror movie guys and a battle royale who would win. And we got what actor would you clone? Favorite Superman actor and Ghost.
And Ghost.
A lot of good topics this week.
Ghosts or Ghost?
Ghost.
The band.
Ghost as in spooky paranormal dead people.
Ghosts. Like with an S on the end?
Or
Ghost like...
I've just put Ghost.
So like... Not the famous movie...
Not the movie. Or the band.
Or the band.
Just Ghost.
Just Ghost.
Which of those topics would you like to pick first?
Horror movie battle royale is pretty dope.
Alright, so say Jason, Michael Myers, Pinhead, Chucky, Jeepers Creepers guy.
Creepers guy, and he's just a creeper.
I guess Pinhead, Leatherface,
Leatherface,
Ghostface,
Hatchet.
Hatchet.
I feel like he dies pretty soon.
Maybe he's about. I mean, that's the same as Jason, really. I mean, Jason might be better, but
I feel like Jason is.
They're
better.
played by the same guy. Kane Hodder, who plays Hatchet, plays Jason in like 4 or 5 of the movies.
Yeah.
Is there any other ones we're missing out? I don't think Jigsaw would. He's just like
a puppet.
He's just a puppet, so I don't think he'd count. And I don't think we should include him to this dance.
Did we say Chucky?
I said Chucky, yes.
We said Freddy, Chucky.
Oh yeah, Freddy.
You forgot Freddy?
I think so, yeah.
Huh.
I think everybody else would be like too weak to mention. Like if we say, oh, the guy from the
Collection.
town. I was gonna say the town that dreaded sundown. Like he's just a guy. I mean, so is Ghostface technically, but I don't see Ghostface making it.
Isn't Leatherface just a guy?
Yeah, but
we could put the people from the Hills Have Eyes and the people from what's that other creepy one where they're like special?
Oh, Wrong Turn.
Is the Hills Have Eyes? Is that the one I was thinking of?
Well, they're like in the mountains, and then like
they're like a bunch of inbred people with
yeah.
That's the one I was thinking of.
I was gonna say Wrong Turn's kind of like they're just inbred bucks in the mountains. Like they're more like the woods.
We can't say the evil from the Evil Dead because I mean it's kind of not real.
Yeah.
So
all right. So say they have a battle royale. Who thinks gonna be good? Who thinks gonna suck? I think like your basic killers like Ghostface and
Ghostface is gonna die quickly.
Yeah.
Every incarnation of him, because they're just basic people.
Yeah. I say
Final 4.
Okay.
Jason, Michael Myers, Freddy.
I imagine Chucky wouldn't be hard to take out. Like, I'm sure Jason...
Not by any of the people.
I'm sure Jason could just grab him and start ripping them up.
Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking.
I think
Or take a machete and split him in half.
I think Creeper would be a good one. As long as he, like, you know, made it throughout his timeline. Because he's only alive, like, what, once every so many years?
Yeah.
And then he's only, like, alive for a couple days or a week or something.
Yeah.
So, like, if they could just outlast him, they could win.
Which Jason should have no problem doing that.
Yeah.
So who would be the fourth man now?
Are we doing Alien and Predator? Or is that just that's sci-fi?
I don't know.
I don't think so because they're just
they're more sci-fi.
Yeah, because they're like more like monsters.
Plus, Predator would probably make it to the final four if we did that anyway.
Yeah, but he has been killed by humans, so I think Jason could beat him.
I think Jason could beat him too. I'm just saying he'd make it to the final four. He'd make the mistake. He'd put his hooks in Jason and lift him up off the ground like you ain't shit, and then Jason would still have his machete in his hand and just cut his head off. And Predator would be like, I sure saw that coming.
Yeah, Jason's like, you just made this easy.
Or if he has the shoulder cannon, then of course Jason might have trouble.
What about Candyman?
I don't know. That is a good one, but
he'd come out your asshole. Have you seen that movie?
No, I don't remember
the
that.
The scene where he like rips out a man's ass.
Do not remember that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I should rewatch these movies, or maybe I should. No, that might disturb me.
And he has a hook for a hand.
Yeah.
He looks like a demonic drug kingpin.
Yeah, my dad used to say that movie was the one that scared him the most when he was a kid.
Was it?
Yeah, out of all the horror movies, that was the one that scared him. Probably because he was like, it's black, it's more realistic. Ain't no white guy gonna come through the hood and start chopping people to pieces.
Oh, the main character is a white woman.
Yeah, but the main bad guy was black, is what I was saying.
Yeah, okay.
He's gonna haunt my dreams, not this random ass white guy.
Well, who do you think's gonna do good out of these groups? This core survivor.
Well, we saw Jason versus Freddy, so if it comes down to those two Jasons in the running for number one.
Freddy whooped his ass for most of the movie.
Yeah, but he just couldn't keep Jason down.
And
but Jason did get help, so
yeah, he got help, and like because the humans in the movie brought Freddy to the real world.
Yeah.
So it just depends. If he's in Jason's mind, he might be able to do something.
Because we all know Jason's not the smartest killer around.
Yeah, and like Freddy whooped his ass in Dreamland.
Or the smartest regular person around.
Yeah.
He was kind of under.
And but in the real world, Jason just whooped his ass. Kind of. Freddy still whooped the shit out of him. And then like at the end, Freddy was like, or Jason finally got him and cut his fucking head off.
Jason is really slow.
Yeah.
I think Michael Myers would get killed by Jason. Wait, if it came down to those two.
Yeah.
Because Michael Myers doesn't really view his enemies as threats, and then he would make the mistake of doing that with Jason.
Who would? Okay, they're both good at hiding in the shadows and waiting. Who would sneak up on who?
Who would make the first attack?
Yeah.
I don't think that. At this point, it become a game like a staring contest. Like they're both in one corner of the room.
Like one's behind the lamp and one's in the kitchen.
I think Michael Myers has him beat
on stealth.
On stealth, that scene where she walks into the hallway and he's just there in that dark corner, and you know he's there, but you can't see him. You can't even see him on camera. You know what I'm talking about?
The first one?
Yes. Yeah. And you knew he was fucking there. Like, you might see the tiniest bit of his mask or something. I don't even think you even see that. Like, it's so damn dark.
Like, apparently, they're going to start remaking it, and everything after Halloween 1's not canon.
Halloween 2's not canon?
Even Halloween 2's not canon. It's
That
what
was
I heard.
Classic, though.
I kind of wish they would just be like Halloween 1 and 2, and then everything after 3 is not canon.
Yeah. Season of the Witch.
I loved Halloween 2. And this Halloween 3 was garbage.
Yeah.
I liked 4 and 5. I haven't really watched 6, and then 7's H2O. Like that one. Saw that 3 times in the theater.
Yeah.
And then Resurrection, and then after that you got the Rob Zombie movies.
Yeah.
I liked the first Rob Zombie one okay, and then the second one was like just complete fucking garbage.
Yeah. You have both of those on Voodoo?
I don't have
Either the Rob Zombie ones on
either
Voodoo?
one. I got 2.
You should get them on there.
Well, they don't have all of them on there.
I don't know why I've been going on a horror movie kick since we started that Jason review, but I have
They
been feeling it, man. Feeling it. I will admit, man, I watched the first 2 and then I watched the third one, and the third one seemed like... The third one's where he really solidified himself, like his character, because he's wearing the mask, he's using the hatchet constantly.
well, let's wait till the movie review.
I just want to say that in the third movie, specifically, some of the kills were kind of just like... I don't know. Meh. It
well,
was kind of meh. Like, you knew they were coming way too hard.
yeah. Well,
And then they try to swerve you, and you knew they were going to swerve you. I don't know.
alright.
I'm a complainer.
Let's I got on Voodoo. I have Halloween 2, 3 because they don't have 1. They don't have 4 or 5, and I got 6. I think I got
Season of the Witch. I remember that.
yeah.
That was 3
I
though,
either
so-
got H2O or Resurrection maybe. I don't know, but yeah. I think. What about the Jeepers Creepers guy?
I don't know.
You think they could just like pin him down until he can't move, and then just like have him wait there until he can't?
They could pin him to a tree. He'd
Yeah.
get down, but I don't know. I feel like they could slow him down really easy.
Now,
If some kids brought him down, well, high schoolers, whatever. Or did they just outweigh him?
they just outweighed him because 1 and 2 take place in the same time frame.
Yeah.
Like all that's like he only has so long to live. 1 and 2 took place in that time gap. Where
So that was another thing that was a confusing plot device.
Yeah.
And the first... I'll talk about it when we talk about the movies.
okay.
But
Are we on Jason?
I feel
or
like if they...
Jeepers Creepers?
I was talking about Jason.
Okay.
It brought me back to my thought process on Jason. But I feel like if some kids can outweigh him, then these guys are going to be able to outweigh him because he's not going to be able to kill all of them.
Well, the first one, Jeepers Creepers, he kind of got what he was after. He didn't really lose.
yeah.
The second one just so happened to be his last day, and he got most of them, or a good majority of them, and then they just outweighed him.
Yeah.
Not knowing, they just luckily.
Luckily.
I mean, I'm sure if he wanted to, he really could have just killed them all.
Did you see part 3?
Have not seen part 3.
I don't know if they're going to release it on DVD or what.
It's already on Vudu and on DVD. It's at Walmart.
Oh, we should get it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't think he would win. Now, here's the big factor. Here's one of the top contenders I could see winning this. Pinhead.
See, I was going to say that. I say he'd be in the Final 4.
Yeah.
I think it would just come down to him and Jason, though.
I don't know, though. I think Freddy... You can't count Freddy out. Motherfucker came back with a dog piss and fire on his,
that is true.
on his bones.
Well, I don't think it's who gets resurrected the coolest.
Well...
I think it's who...
well, that definitely... I don't know if that was the coolest. He got pissed on.
yeah, but he made a dog piss fire.
Yeah.
Jason got struck by lightning.
Yeah, and...
And then, literally, the second movie, he just came back because, like, fuck it, you killed my mom.
yeah, the
I'm
ninth...
back, motherfuckers.
I think in the ninth movie they used science to bring him back.
Or in Jason X, he was fucking frozen solid.
Yeah, I like to see... What I like to see is, like, the continuation of Jason X.
I feel like they should keep going with those movies, or at least keep going with the remakes. Like,
Yeah.
I want another Jason movie. I know that game came out, and that game looks awesome, and that's what they were focusing on, but we need another movie.
Yeah. It'd be cool if they did, like, a Friday 13th Supernatural crossover.
That would be cool. God, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for Dean and fucking...
I imagine they would survive. Even though one of them's already been in a Friday 13th movie.
Jared Padalecki.
Yeah.
Yep. He was in 2.
He's in 2.
He was in 2 famous horror movies. House of Wax. And
Oh, that's right. And then the other one was in the...
Jensen Ackles was in the My Bloody Valentine remake.
Which, I don't think...
We can tell which one chose the better movie.
I haven't seen the remake, but I've seen the original My Bloody Valentine. And it was pretty good. He wouldn't make it long in this contest.
No, he would not.
But, alright, so I think I feel like Jason wouldn't win, but I think he would just wipe the floor with almost most of them.
I feel like he would. It's a toss-up. I feel like he could win.
Because I think Pinhead and Freddy's powers are like OP.
I don't know, because Jason's like... He's almost impossible to kill.
Yeah.
And even when you think you've killed him, he's not dead.
Yeah, he's kind of like a Solomon Grundy.
He survived everything.
Yeah.
So it's just...
But I think, like, the Pinhead movies, does he really get beat? Or does he, like, they just, like, kind of solve his...
riddle
or whatever the fuck, his little puzzle box, or, like, get away from him, or...
I don't know. It's been a long ass time since I've watched one.
I've seen the first 6, and it's been years ago.
Yeah. Damn, Bonnie. You going in on that toe? Bonnie. Stop.
Be good.
Be good. Sit. Go lay down.
Alright, I think Freddy gets killed by getting in the real world. So, like, is he in the dream world or is he in the real world? If he's in the real world,
for this fight, he'd probably have to be in the real world.
Could he like go back and forth?
I'm sure he could.
Like I'm sure he has some kind of like the sleeping powers.
Yeah, he's like the Sandman, basically.
Yeah. And then I think and Candyman. I think those 3 would just have this showdown.
I don't know. We should write this. It'd be cool.
So who's your pick for the win?
Jason.
I'm gonna go Pinhead.
Because somebody else, if Pinhead, if it is puzzle solving, somebody else could do that. Like Freddy could do that. You know, somebody could solve his riddles or his puzzles, and then bring it back to the action, the fighting and shit. Like, it'd be dope. We should do it. Let's
do it.
Miniseries.
Yeah. I say Pinhead. I think Pinhead could trap...
Like a 5 comic book miniseries. We could do that.
I think Pinhead could trap Freddy and Candyman in these devices. And he could turn people into like his... What are they called? His little Celestalites or something like that. His, like, there's like little sidekick minions. I think he could turn those 2 into that. And then I think Jason, he would just rip apart, like, with his magic voodoo bullshit, whatever power he has.
And then Jason would come back and be like, "I'm not dead yet, motherfucker."
Yeah, I just don't know. Like, he's just so overpowered. Like, you never see him worthy in the movies.
That is true. But he's also still brought down somehow each movie. That's what I'm saying.
So it's going to be up in there. Maybe we'll have a continuation of this.
We should watch all of them and then decide.
Yeah. Alright, so back to the Wheel of Topics.
The Wheel of Topics.
Alright, we got Spiders, Dark Cloud 2. What actor would you clone? And favorite Superman actor and Ghost.
Let's go with Superman.
Favorite Superman actor.
Who's your favorite?
My favorite? I like... It's a toss-up between 2. The current guy...
Yeah, the current guy's pretty dope.
And I really like Smallville guy.
I'm going to go with the current guy.
Yeah.
Only because I never liked Smallville guy.
You didn't like him?
Never did.
Never
did.
Maybe it's because we're 90s kids that I don't... the older movies, they just don't appeal to me as much. And the acting, like Christopher Reeves... Everybody says he's the best, but for me, I'm like,
Meh.
Like, I don't know, maybe we're just from a different time, and then we can't appreciate it like they did. You know what I'm saying?
For them, it was cutting age. Yeah. For us, it was like, wow, Yeah, and I watched Man of Steel. See that city collapsing?
Yeah.
That's a fight scene.
Like, I also like, what's his name? I think it's Tim Daly, the guy who does them in the animated series in Justice League. He did a good job.
Yeah.
As well. I really like him.
But, movies was.
Yeah.
I'd have to go with the current Man of Steel / Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
I like his Superman.
Alright, so, Spiders, Dark Cloud 2.
And I like that he doesn't say much, because sometimes I'm just like, nobody wants to hear you talk, Superman. They want to see you whoop some ass.
Yeah.
Whoop some ass, Superman.
What actor would you clone and ghost?
What actor would I clone?
Yeah. So I guess clone, like, if you don't want this actor to die, you can clone him, and then that way he'll be...
Oh, I thought we were like, personal use. Well, I cloned this actor just to hang out with him all the time.
No, like... You
I
guess
cloned this actress so that I could bone her.
I guess technically you can do whatever you want with them, but my head's like you clone them that way they can't die, and they just keep making more ones. So anytime they die, they just bring another one out.
What if that's really what they do
with actors?
Yeah. What if they're all just clones of real people who are like have already OD'd and like fucking? It's possible.
I guess it seems like really...
Everybody makes jokes about how. All rappers are clones. Like
clones of
they're
what?
not the real person.
Who says this?
Black people.
Oh, all right. Let's move on from that.
All the black people I know have told me this. He's a clone. I'm like, that makes no sense.
Yeah,
but okay.
All right.
Sure. Maybe that. Nah. Never mind.
Would it be wrong of me to want to pick Adam Sandler?
Yes. You just want two of them to have me doubly pissed off.
Why?
I don't like Adam Sandler.
Why?
I don't like him.
I love Adam Sandler.
I just don't like him.
How?
He's gotten perpetually unfunny.
No, I think you're just older and more of a dickhead.
No, because I like a lot of his older movies. Yeah, for sure.
I could still find appreciation for his new stuff. Like a lot of people hated Pixels. There's one.
It was all right.
There's one scene in Pixels where I fucking about pissed myself laughing.
I mean, it's all right. It's good. It's not great.
Yeah.
I'm just not like all about Adam Sandler.
Now I meant his fucking first movie, Overboard.
That was terrible.
Sucked so fucking bad.
But he has got those gems like Billy Madison.
Yeah, and I also meant Jack and Jill sucked.
That sucked.
But
Happy Gilmore.
I think a majority of his movies are
but
good.
Like from after the 90s?
Yeah.
Well, no, he was still good throughout the early 2000s.
I still like it. Even the ridiculous, what was it, 8? The
Ridiculous 6 or something like that.
I like that movie pretty good.
I don't know. It didn't make me laugh a lot.
I watched the one he did with David Spade where they're like, he's a spy, the do-over. That one's okay.
I have not watched that one yet, so...
That one's okay. It's not, like, amazing. It's just okay. So, I don't know if I watched any of them since then, because I know he has got 2 more out already on Netflix.
Shit, he's got 2 more?
Yeah, he's got one with Chris Rock, and he's got one where, I think he's got another one where he's with Ben Stiller, and then there's the one...
I think that was advertised hard enough.
And then there's the one where he's like a movie producer or movie manager.
Oh, yeah, the Shecky Wexler?
Something like that, yeah. So he's been cranking them out like a motherfucker on Netflix.
The best movie the movie I liked the most that he was in out of the last few years wasn't even like a hardcore comedy.
What was it?
It was the Cobbler. The
Cobbler?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
That was a really good movie.
And I also liked...
I also think he would be better in some serious roles. Like,
right,
put him in some real serious roles.
Have you seen Reign Over Me?
Yeah.
Loved that movie.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he needs to be in some more serious roles and just be like slight comic relief.
I don't like sad Adam Sandler.
Not sad. He doesn't have to be sad. He just needs to be serious, and then throw a little bit of his comedy in there. Like, to see him actually act would be interesting.
I
mean, like in
to me, in my eyes, seeing a sad Adam Sandler to me is like watching puppies get kicked in the face.
Well, I'm not saying we have to watch
that's
Adam Sandler. Let's watch these puppies get kicked. He looks like a puppy that was kicked in the face, though.
All right. So, what actor are you
His
picking?
face looks like it is just regular, like his regular expression is just sad.
What actor are you picking?
Am I cloning? Are you really cloning Adam Sandler?
Either him.
I'm cloning the person that kills Adam Sandler to make sure they both
Jesus fuck. You go, I don't mind Adam Sandler. Like, I want him dead.
No, it's not like he has to die. Just if one of them dies, they should both die.
Okay, so like for me, I'd probably pick Adam Sandler, maybe Samuel Jackson.
See, that's a good pick. If I clone them, do they get twice as many roles?
No, they just like don't die. They just if they die, they come back. So I imagine
I would have loved a Willem Dafoe clone in his prime, which ironically is like the older he gets, the better he gets. So
I guess you're gonna go with William Dafoe. But what's the last movie he's been in that's like? Because like really, he's like kind of like a Nicolas Cage status.
Well, I don't think he's reached. I mean, I haven't really seen like a lot of his stuff here lately. I don't think he's done a lot that much. I'd have to check, but like he was hitting his stride.
Yeah,
in the early 2000s was Boondock Saints,
Spider-Man.
He was good in the second one too, but you know he wasn't in it very long. Spider-Man, fucking Daylight or like Daybreak or something like that. It's that vampire movie that I can't think of the name of for some reason.
But he's a good actor. I just haven't seen him do anything good in a while.
I would love to see him in more movies.
Yeah,
I'd love to see him recast into the new Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I would too. He
would make the best fucking villain for anyone.
Here lately, I've been like obsessed with Marvel movies, and like
they're on the top at the top. Who would you introduce him as into the new Marvel Universe as a villain? Because I don't want to see him as a good guy. I want to see him as a tormenting villain.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
If Fox gets, or if Disney gets Fox, well, they're not getting Fox. We're getting Fox Entertainment.
Yeah.
They would get Spider-Man. And X-Men.
They would get Spider-Man?
No, not Spider-Man. That's Sony.
I was going to say.
They get X-Men, Fantastic Four. They'd get those two.
They get more than that, right?
No.
X-Men, Fantastic Four, Deadpool.
Oh, Deadpool's part of X-Men, so.
Not necessarily.
In movie rights, yes, he is.
Okay. I was about to say, because he's had his own runs, he didn't join the X-Men until recently.
I think,
he was in everything but the X-Men.
I think if they get the rights, I think Deadpool is the only one they're going to leave be and consider it canon.
Sadly enough, I want Fox to keep some of their, like, I would like to see where Fox was going to go with this X-Force thing.
Oh. Well,
I really wanted to see where that was going. And I really wanted to see them tie Deadpool in to that.
Yeah.
And fuck the Fantastic. They done buried the Fantastic Four to death.
I think Marvel can resurrect
Marvel, yes. Fox does not know what they're doing with Fantastic Four movies.
I think the very first one they did wasn't bad.
It wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
But it was really campy, cartoony.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I've never been the big Fantastic Four fan either. I like Doctor Doom better than I like Fantastic Four. And I think if
he's the best part of the Fantastic Four.
If you're going to have William Dafoe,
but that's the thing.
You think is William Dafoe too old for Doctor Doom?
No. He might be too small, but he'd pull it off.
I mean, then again, he's in armor, so you can probably CGI.
He'd pull it off. He'd definitely pull it off.
No, I think that'd be good. Or
God, he'd be an amazing Doctor Doom.
Would it be cheesy to have him be another Spider-Man villain?
No, it wouldn't. I was thinking of him as another Spider-Man villain when we were talking about it.
Could he do Mysterio?
That's who I was imagining. That is who I was imagining in my head was Mysterio. He'd make an amazing Mysterio.
Because Mysterio hasn't been done yet.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
If they introduce him as a bad guy, I want to see him as a big bad guy, not just like a one-off. Like, you know how the guy who played Thanos has made little cameos at the end of each of his movies, Josh Brolin. I would love to see William Dafoe be set up as the next bad guy who's making all these little cameos.
Okay, well,
see, Doom would be a good enough bad guy to take on the Avengers.
I know who exactly.
But I was also going to say, what about Khan?
I know who William Dafoe's going to play. And it's going to blow your load.
My load blows.
What if they
Gayest moment
hired?
of my life.
What if they hired William Dafoe to play the Super Skrull?
The Super Scroll?
Secret? Do the what's it called? The Skrull Warriors or what?
Scroll Army, like all of them.
Were they like what's that series where
Secret Wars?
Secret Invasion?
Secret Invasion, yeah.
Have that with and have William Dafoe as the Super Skrull.
As all the Skrulls?
Well,
I am all of the Skrulls.
like-
Because they all look the same.
yeah, I think he has all the powers of the Fantastic Four, too.
I think he just gets the powers of whoever he...
Yeah.
And their skills. Because I remember at the very end, turns out like Captain America was one all along. And everybody's like, oh my god. How did we never know?
Well, I imagine after Infinity Wars, if he disappears, they're doing the Super Skrull, and I like to see William Dafoe as the main leader, the Super Skrull guy.
Yeah,
I think that'd be cool.
He could play anybody.
Yeah,
Man, he could be one of the insect guys. What are those things called? What was he called? The started with the D.
I don't know.
Like the.
Well, who are they?
They're all those insect creatures from outer space.
I don't know.
And they come to take over
the world.
Is it the Anti-Monitor?
Maybe. I just imagine. Don't Google it. It's not worth it.
It's worth it.
Well, in my head, like I heard, like for some reason, Marvel's listening to this podcast. They're like, "Oh, William Dafoe can play anybody, huh?" And they get him to play. They get him to play Pepper Potts or what? Iron Man's girlfriend.
Or they get him to play fucking Stan Lee and like make like Stan Lee cameos. Yeah. What if he did? What if he did do the Stan Lee character and like he did it perfectly?
That would be awesome.
I fucking laugh. King the Conqueror. That's not the insect dude. I couldn't think of his name.
So
I was just saying he'd be perfect for anybody, but William Dafoe could make a great King the Conqueror.
Alright, so you're going to clone William Dafoe. I'm going to clone either Adam Sandler or Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
Alright, so back to the Will topics. We got Ghost, Spiders.
Let's do it.
Alright, Ghost.
Kill it, crush it.
Alright, what do you think?
Stab it in the throat.
What do you think of Ghost?
Fuck him.
Fuck him?
Fuck him.
Have you had any experiences with Ghost?
Several. This is a whole nother episode right here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So maybe we should leave it on the Will topic for another episode.
Maybe.
So do you want to tackle anything else?
Should we tackle ghosts or spiders? I mean, it's the 13th. Which one's more dope?
I say let's get spiders out.
Because it's been on there longer.
It's been on here since day one, I'm pretty sure.
Day fucking one. Spiders, let's kill it.
Alright, let's kill it, man. So you don't like spiders?
Disgusted by spiders.
Well, what is it about spiders you don't like?
I've never liked spiders my entire life. I've been arachnophobic.
Are they just creeping you out, or
the way everything they look? About them? I've never liked them. Everything about them. Just they scare me. I just don't like them.
I remember like when we worked together, you would call me if you saw a spider at work.
Yeah.
And then like I'd see you like every time.
So many close calls. Pushing buggies. Turns out there's a big ass white spider on the side of the buggy. You know,
yeah.
Fuck. And kicking it and hoping it died. Never see it again. Be like, fuck. Driving home and there's this big ass spider like blowing in my face in the wind. And I'm like, whoa. Roll my window up really slow.
I remember a time you called me out. I think you were doing trash. And then like you called me and said, hey dude, there's a spider out there. And then you were out there with your shoe off and you were fighting it like you were about to get in a damn sword fight with the damn thing.
You didn't see it though. It was huge, dude. It was almost as big as the palm of my hand.
Yeah.
I don't think I even killed it. I think it got away.
Still out there plotting.
God, that time that we came out on our lunch break and there was a spider crawling up the side of Frankie's window.
Yeah.
I was like, Frankie, there's a big ass spider right beside your window. I took my shoe off and killed it, I think.
Yeah.
Regretted it because I was like, there's a big ass spider. It could have killed me. Could have ate me.
I imagine that spider that got away later gonna come back and it's played by William Dafoe.
God damn it.
Cloning gone wrong.
I would fucking fight that thing to the death.
What was your first? Do you remember your first bad experience with a spider?
Yes. I still to this day, I think it's the reason I'm traumatized.
Yeah.
So, When I was a kid, we lived in the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
For some reason, I remember we had a bunch of cups on the table. And, like, they were, like... All of them had, like, liquid in it. Had a certain amount of liquid in it.
Yeah.
And I remember picking up my green cup, because it was my juice cup. I always remember drinking out of the green cup. And I start to drink out of it. And I sit the cup down. And I feel this little tickle at the back of my throat. And then I feel it on my tongue. And I cough and I spit out a little spider just on the table. And I'm just like horrified from then on out.
What'd you do after that?
I don't fucking remember what happened next. I just remember feeling violated.
Oh God! Did you throw the cup away?
I mean, it was like I think I just sat it back down.
Oh, you still have the cup?
No, it was just that was like when I was 4.
Yeah.
I doubt we still have the cup.
Oh man,
it's not in this house. I know that. But yeah, that's what traumatized me for life. That's what started it.
Yeah. When I used to clean for a parking garage. And, like, while my job, I'd have to just, like, knock spider webs down off the ceiling of these parking garages. And, there'd be days where, like, I see spiders in my hair.
Fuck that!
Yeah, and then I'd have to brush them out. Because there's so many spider webs. That shit just falls down on your head a lot of times.
I see why you quit this job.
Yeah, that they wouldn't like let me wear shorts in the goddamn summer. They had me wear black pants, and the valet got to wear shorts, which was like, why?
He's parking cars. What the fuck?
Yeah.
He gets more air conditioning than I do.
And they just stand there any other time.
Yeah.
And it was stupid. And yeah, I don't know. It didn't bother me as bad. I'm like, oh, this is an inconvenience. Like I just imagine you having that job and just like seeing spiders in your hair.
Yeah. Like fucking flipping the fuck out and losing my shit.
Yeah.
Bashing my head into a wall till it's dead. Or I'm dead.
Yeah. How do you feel about spiders in games or movies?
Freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah.
When I fight, you saw me fuck the giant spider in Skyrim.
Yeah.
I stand in that fucking corner and I blast it with fire and I'm like, please die, please die.
Oh shit! What about Harry Potter or that giant ass spider?
Fuck that. Also in Lord of the Rings. Fuck that. God.
Wild Wild West?
Not as much.
Not as much.
Not as much.
It's because it's not like a real spider. It's like a robotic.
I don't think the robotic spiders bother me as much. Real spiders, though. Real spiders, though. Fucking hate them. This one time, me and a friend were putting new tires on his car. He was moving up a size, like he had just had his car lifted off the ground. He wanted bigger tires underneath it.
Okay.
So we're carrying. I'm carrying 2 apiece. He's carrying 2 apiece.
You work on do you do work on everybody's car, or?
I just like to work on cars.
Oh.
I want to go to school for it.
You can go to Walmart, TLE. All you do is change tires and oil changes.
Yeah, but I want to go to school to actually learn how to fix real problems, like
Yeah.
like ridiculously insane. Oh my god, my car just blew up. I can put that back together.
Oh, good. That way, when my car breaks,
yeah.
you can put.
Or the more that happens to my car, the more I can fix. You know.
Yeah.
But so we're carrying tires over to his car, and I feel something tickle my hand. I'm like, wow, must have been the bushes. Because I look down at my hand, there's nothing on my hand. I'm like, must have been the bushes. Sit the tires down, and I look back over by the barn where we had got the tires from.
Yeah.
No bushes. So I'm like, huh. Now, you remember that picture of that spider that was on my phone for the longest time? The super long black spider. It was like bigger than the palm of my hand. It had red on it. It was black and red or black and purple or something like that.
Yeah.
That thing had crawled across my hand.
Yeah.
That's why my hand tickled. And when we put the tires down, it crawls back up from the bottom to on top of the tires. And I'm just like,
what did he
realizing,
do? Did you burn your hands?
I was thinking about it. I was like, I need to dip my hands in acid.
Yeah.
And so our reaction was, whoa, look at it. Like, my reaction was, look at that big ass fucking spider, you guys. And everybody's like, whoa, that thing's huge. And I'm like having to pretend like I'm not scared to death or terrified of this thing. I'm like, yeah, we should kill it. Like, that was my reaction. I was like, yeah, let's kill it. Let's fucking kill it.
Did you?
No, they started throwing rocks at it and it started to run away and nobody wanted to stomp on it because it was bigger than the bottom of our shoes.
Shit.
And then it scurried on underneath the car and we never saw it again.
What would you do if it busted? What would you do if it busted through the bottom of the car and Fred Flintstone the car away?
I would have freaked out.
Yeah. Dude.
Funny thing is, we rode home in that car too, and I was like, the whole time I was freaking out, like it's hitching a ride underneath the car. It's gonna know where we live. It's gonna kill us all.
Well, have you ever seen the movie 8-Legged Freaks?
Yes, I did.
Did you like it?
I fucking hated it.
You hated it?
Hated every second of it. I had an ex-girlfriend made me watch it.
Did you hit her?
I wanted to.
Oh.
She fell asleep during it too. I was like, you fucking bitch.
You made me watch this. Alright, any last things you want to bring up on spiders before we go? Fuck
I'm
spiders.
sure I have.
Hashtag
I'm sure I
fuck
have.
spiders.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have a fuck ton more stories
So,
that involve spiders.
If, hypothetically, we get a knock on the door, it's a giant rat, giant spider, are we going to switch ones and I fight the spider, you fight the rat?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I'm not facing my fears today, is what I would say.
Sean can face it, and I'll face Sean's fear.
Yeah, there we go.
A good team, good team.
Good team. We are a good team.
We don't need. We have to have separate fears.
Which one would be more dangerous? The giant rat or the giant spider?
Oh, remember on backs, the spiders have their arms up at all times. The motherfucker's ready to swing.
Yeah. Plus the rat has razor sharp claws though and razor sharp teeth.
Yeah.
Is he my size?
I imagine he's a little. They're both. I imagine the rat is a little bit bigger than Bonnie, a lot fatter. The spider's probably taller, but
I could take the rat then.
Okay.
You might have trouble with the spider.
What weapons would we have? I have
On the ready, in here?
Yeah. I do have a baseball bat in my
Go
car.
get a knife out there. I got two ninja sword. I got a ninja sword and a samurai sword in my car.
Well,
Tire iron.
What do we 1 second, please. Jump over them, which we couldn't do. But
1 second, please. Jump off the balcony. Unlock my car. Get in it. Drive away.
Oh, okay. I'm halfway through.
Call Leslie.
Yeah.
Don't answer the door. Whatever you fucking do, don't answer the door.
Yeah. And then we look behind us, and they have a little beetle bug car, and they're following us.
Ah, fuck.
The spider pulls a gun out. He's the passenger.
Pulls 4 guns out. 2 guns apiece out each window.
Oh, fuck.
What? What did we do to piss them off? We heard your podcast, motherfucker.
Yeah, every episode. Bah, 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 bah.
I started from episode 1, and guess what? I was like, fuck these guys. Rats ain't so bad.
Oh, man. Alright. That'd be horrible. So,
now we need to do a top 10 spider-based characters.
Next week. Look forward to that. Alright, now it's time for movie review. Alright, so this week is a double shot. We're doing...
That's where one of us shoots and then the other one turns around and immediately shoots. Double shot.
This week, we're doing Friday the 13th, part 1 and 2. So what you think of the first one? What you think?
Okay, so as far as horror movies go, Friday the 13th, the first one, is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I've had some pretty cool characters in it.
It had great characters.
I loved Ralph.
Yes. And for it to be a low budget, which, it might have had a pretty decent budget, but I don't think it did because of the fact that you saw multiple people driving the same cars.
Yeah.
There was only like 3 or 4 vehicles in the whole movie. For what it was a great movie in my opinion. I gave it on Vudu. I gave it 4.5 stars.
Yeah.
Which means
Well, it's not. That's not canon to this podcast.
To this podcast, I want to give it 8.5.
I'm giving it a 7 out of 10.
I'm giving it 8.5.
But
because I also love the twist that they did at the end.
Yeah.
Where you find out this ain't about Jason at all. It's his mother. His mother's the motherfucker going around killing people. This is where the shit gets fucked up, though.
What do you mean?
That movie, she says, my baby boy drowned in the lake a year ago. It's too soon for them to be opening this camp back up.
Wait. Was this in the 50s, or was it... Because, they had the first kill was, it said, 1950-something, didn't it? Or was it later than that?
I don't remember. I remember they showed... She said it in the movie, though.
Yeah.
She said, my it's too soon for them to be opening this...
Camp
back up. My baby boy drowned here...
A year ago.
I swear to God, she said that.
Alright.
I could be wrong. But I might need to rewatch it, I guess.
Here's one thing that bothered me.
That's what I was going to say about the story, though. It's the very next movie, Jason's back, he's a full-grown man.
Yeah.
Then the next movie, he's even bigger.
Yeah, and this one, he's a little boy when he comes out of the water. Yeah. But is that just his ghost?
That's what I'm saying. It's it's confusing.
Is that his ghost that jumped out and grabbed?
I think it was just a dream. Alice? I think it was just a dream.
Okay, so...
But she says, the boy at the bottom of the lake. And then the next movie, he's a full-grown man. And I was I tried to justify it in my head. I was oh, well, he's probably been down at the bottom of the lake for... Nope, the bitch said he's been down there for... he drowned a year ago. So maybe, she was stuck in the past or something.
But, episode 2 is 5 years later.
5 years later?
Yeah.
So... 6 years underwater. I guess. Yeah, he'd be a lengthy, 18 to 20.
Here's what it could be. I think he died probably about 10, 20 years before the movie. Maybe not that much. Maybe only 10, 12. And remember when she killed the counselors in the very first scene of the movie?
Yeah.
What if she's stuck in the past mentally? And it's hey.
That's what I was thinking.
And when she went to go kill her, she's still in the same time frame as the first kills. And
maybe that's what she was referencing back to a year ago when those counselors died. Maybe I misread that. Maybe that's what she said.
Maybe you remember when...
Okay, so he died in the past. She comes back. She says it's only been a year since those counselors died or murdered. Just randomly murdered. That she killed them. At the beginning of the movie. So that's probably what she was referring to, and I just got confused. She killed him whenever he... I think what happened was he died. A year later, she came back and killed him, and then what she told Alice is what she told them, because it didn't tell her, they didn't show what she said, but he was responding to her. Yeah. And I think she just repeated that line, what she said when she killed those guys. But here's what didn't make sense to me. She killed everybody, no problem. Yeah. Once you see her in the movie and she goes to kill Alice, everything's a struggle. I'm you were killing everybody just fine earlier. Well, that bitch got hit in the head so many times after that point.
Yeah.
Once she tried to trick Alice. Alice hit her in the head 4 times. No wonder she was struggling.
Yeah.
That bitch had a concussion or two. She had a concussion when that frying pan hit her.
Yeah.
And then she got hit over the back of the head with a log or something.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking that's the third movie. Jason gets hit over the back of the head with a log and a shovel.
What did you think of...
Then he gets hung. God.
What did you think of Kevin Bacon?
In the second one?
First one.
First one? Oh, yeah, he was the... Meh.
Oh, okay. He got the arrow through the neck.
Yeah. I was just meh. But I was also kind of pissed. Like, how many times are they going to use the through the bottom of the bed kill scene? It made sense in the third one because she was in a hammock.
Yeah.
Or is it the second one? No, that's the third one. They were sleeping in a hammock.
Well, we're not doing 3 today.
I know. I know. I'm just saying it made sense because you could look up and clearly see where to stab someone in a hammock.
Yeah.
But, like, she's underneath a bed with a frame and everything.
Well,
she puts an arrow precisely through the middle of his throat. I was like, damn, she's good.
In my head, is budget reasons. It's probably an easy budget thing to do.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. I guess the first one is like kind of cool, and then they do. I like the second one. They do it, but it's like he does it over them instead of under.
Yeah, and they don't show that one. It freaks me out because I'm like,
he totally I think the pitchfork went through the bottom of the bed, so he just like,
it shows it go through the bottom of the bed, but I'm just like, it doesn't show them pinned to the bed, and I just think to myself, he totally put that harpoon through that guy's butt. It came out his wee-wee while his wee-wee was still in that girl and went through her wee-wee and out her butt, and that's why they didn't show it.
I think they went to the chest.
It probably did, but in my head I was like, he's got a weird fetish for putting things up people's butts. So in the third movie, he cut that one dude in the half right down the center.
Yeah.
While he was doing a handstand. I felt sorry for that guy.
Alright, so I'm going to give first one a 7 out of 10. Now let's move on to part 2. Let's see. I didn't like that they killed Alice at the beginning of part 2, even though it made sense. Because, like, how the fuck did he get over there to where she was? And how did he find her?
Well, she was just in town, wasn't she?
It wasn't the same town.
But she had to live close.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why did she have to live close?
She was a counselor at the.
Yeah.
And this is the one that started out. The guy was like, "I've worked with you guys at other camps before, right?"
Yeah.
So it made it seem like it was like, it's just one of those towns that summer camp's a big deal.
It's in New Jersey. So I don't know. I don't know if that had anything to do with what I just said, but I guess
Jason goes to New York, buddy. So I don't think distance is a thing for him.
Now they explained that in 8. That's number 8, and this second one. How would he track her down? How would he find her? Because dude's been living at this camp for the last...
Newspapers. Or he watched TV. Because one of the movies starts out with the scene...
We go to his house in this movie.
Yeah.
Motherfucker ain't got no TV.
He can watch TV through somebody else's window. Remember that time he killed those random people living out in the woods?
Yeah.
And she had a TV?
Alright. So
it's possible. Plus newspaper.
But how's he going to travel there? Walking?
He can't be that retarded.
He's walking?
He walked through the woods. Yep.
Alright.
Because at the third movie, that one girl who was randomly outside of her house almost got raped by him. Didn't almost get raped. I'm sure he was just trying to kill her. Yeah. But...
Again, we're not doing part 3. You keep bringing 3 up.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's a good...
Yeah.
Way to if you need an example, I can mention number 3.
I didn't really care if they killed Alice off so quick, but the head in the fridge was fucking dope as fuck. I thought that was cool as shit. Hands.
It was like a reminder. You killed my mom.
Yeah,
you killed my mom.
Oh,
she shit her britches when she saw that head.
Yeah.
She's like, and she knew.
That was cool. I thought it kind of made up for it just because that one fridge scene with the head in it. That was kind of cool.
Made up for her death. I'm gonna give the movie an 8.
And he did age up a lot.
He did.
From the it's kind of confusing timeline, but
the deaths were really good.
What
the movie managed to stay.
What about Ralph? Didn't Ralph die in the first one? Didn't they find his body in somewhere?
No, he didn't die in the first one. You
You
talking
sure?
about the old man?
Yeah, the doomed guy.
Yeah, no. He rode away on his bicycle and you never saw him again.
I thought for sure he died in the first one.
No, because he got strangled into the second one.
Yeah.
I thought he made it all the way to the third one, and then when he was getting strangled, I was like, wait, he dies in the second one?
Yeah.
Shit, you know?
Okay, after looking at Jason's house, I wrote a note on my notes here. I was like, I wonder if Jason hired the Ed boys to build his shack. Because that looked like an Ed and Eddie fucking little structure he got.
Yeah.
He looked so scrawny in this one, too.
He did. He was like skinny as fuck.
Yeah, and he was really weak, too.
He kept falling off shit.
What'd you think of, like, when she was under that bed and, like, Jason thought he was going to be slick, stood up on that chair and the fucking chair snapped under his weight?
Yeah.
It's like, I wonder if that was in the script or he just actually went through the fucking chair and, like, keep it. It's too funny. Like, in my head, like, that wasn't in the script at all.
So, it was so lame, like, the way he's, like, how he just kept failing to kill people.
Yeah.
But then he comes back in the next one, he's literally just like, I am God now. You know?
The third one, he's like, never again will I get beat up by Paul. And then, like, he starts working out like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then, he looked like the killer from The Town That Dreaded Sundown, because he just had this sack over his head. And, let's see.
Now, The Town That Dreaded Sundown, that came out before, right?
I don't know. Around the same time frame. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah. It's just weird that you made reference to it because Mike was making reference to it while he was here.
Oh, really?
So I was like, huh, you guys are on the same wavelength.
Yeah. And I didn't like the ending. I thought it was stupid because I didn't know what they never told you what happened to Paul or Muffin.
Which one's Paul?
Paul's her boyfriend.
The one who came to save her?
Yeah.
He did. Jason was standing there killing him before she put the machete through him. Dude died.
No, how though? Like
Jason was like, you don't remember how long it took her to pick up that machete and kill Jason?
And she hit him in the back of the neck, right?
She put the machete through here,
Okay.
like through his chest.
They go back to the shack, or they go back to the cabin. It's her and Paul. You hear a knock on the door. They stupidly open the door. It's Muffin, the dog.
Yeah.
They let Muffin in. She gets by the window, and then Jason busts through the window and grabs her, and then it cuts to her getting put in the ambulance.
Yeah,
and she goes, "Where's Paul?"
And it says she was the only survivor.
Well, who said that?
On the news says that she was the only survivor.
When?
The next movie starts out with
okay.
It's showing her being lifted.
We're not doing part 3.
I'm just saying.
Well,
that's how you figure out what happened to Paul.
He died.
The way I look at it is he died in that barn in the mom's. What do you call that?
Well, they make it to the cabin, so I guess he killed her. He knocked her.
Busted the window.
Busted the window, maybe knocked her out, and then goes kills Paul.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't like it because as a standalone movie, I'm not going to count part 3 because we're not doing part 3, and technically, as a standalone movie, it knocked the rating down for me quite a bit. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Oh, what'd you think of Jason's face when he busted that window? He looked like an unloader at Walmart.
He did. I guess if you put it in perspective, I should drop my rating down to a 7.
Because I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. Even though they did fix it in the sequel.
Yeah, they did fix it, but as a standalone movie,
I'm giving it a 6. Alright. It's time for our final segment. 2 Guys in the Groove.
In the group.
What?
In the group.
Okay. So, do you want to start or do you want me to
go? You can go.
Okay, so, a couple episodes ago, I said I had 3 or 4 songs I had picked out for 2 Guys. I couldn't pick them, and I was so I slowly did it over the last few weeks. Well, this is the last one. This is the third one of those songs, and this one's called No Room to Breathe by Second Chance. And Second Chance is misspelled on both words. They got it's SECKONCHAYANCE. So these guys...
These niggas can't read.
Yeah, these guys are country, rock, and rap. All in one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
This does not sound like a good combination.
Well, it's just how you look at it. This song's pretty good. It's probably my favorite song by them. And I have listened to some of their other stuff, and like their country songs, they sound like all country, and then the other stuff's are like rock and rap. So like he goes, "Today I'm going to be country." He'll do a country song, and it sounds like a regular white guy country song. And then like he'll do a rock and rap song. It's like, so it's kind of cool. He's like, they can balance out everything.
Yeah.
So I like the song. I don't know, it's just a really good song. And there's also a music video out too where like he's dressed up as a cowboy.
Interesting.
And he's black.
Also interesting.
Yeah.
Black cowboy. Where did we go wrong?
I think it's cool. Black cowboys.
Well, I mean, a lot of them were black back in the day, but
Yeah.
let's just not talk about that.
Alright, your turn.
My song this week, I choose Dreams by Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, right.
And this is because it's Leslie's favorite song ever. And
Well, why didn't she pick it when she was on the podcast last week?
I asked her if she wanted to pick that one. She said, "No, I want to pick Brandy by Looking Glass."
Yeah.
So I figured it's better this way because then the song still makes it on the playlist. It makes it on there in honor of her graduating. It's pretty good. I like it.
Also,
Let's
No
do
Room to
this.
Breathe is also Julie's favorite song, my cat.
Hey, fuck you.
Okay, I'm just...
Fuck your cat. And fuck you.
Hey,
and fuck your baseball looking fucking face.
You love,
Fred. Fred's alright. Fatty Fred.
That's his sister.
She ain't fat though.
But I mean, you like Fred, or his real name's Scar, but you call him Fatty Fred.
Fatty Fred.
But like that,
He's a little tubster.
Julie's his sister.
That's okay. You didn't like my sister for the longest time.
Oh,
So
really?
boom. Huh?
Yeah, I never had a
I
problem.
said
with
you
her.
didn't like her for the longest time.
I never had a problem with his sister.
Oh, well, you didn't. You didn't.
I didn't like her
friends.
friend. No, I
Yeah.
hated her friend. I still mostly probably do.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Fuck them. I still mostly probably do.
Well, the last time we hung out, like
That's pretty fun.
the bar, when we went to the bar, I liked everybody at the bar.
Yeah.
There was a couple people at the party we went to I didn't like.
Yeah.
But,
All right.
yeah.
Move on.
That's time for some house cleaning.
Housekeeping.
So, don't forget to follow the playlist, Two Guys in the Groove,
Two Guys in the Groove.
on Spotify.
Bird or Fairy.
And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm CaptainCool69.
Hey, fuck him.
And then your Buttchuggingbananas on Instagram.
You can also fuck him.
Follow the podcast on playlist on Instagram. It's Two Guys in the Dark.
Two Guys in the Dirt.
Follow. You could send us an email at twoguysinthedark@gmail.com. I got it right.
At gmail.com.
And follow us on Twitter.
Two Guys in the Dark.
Follow us on Facebook.
Two Guys in the Dark.
Also, YouTube. We're Cool Kids with Asthma, which you could find.
Did we do Instagram already?
We did Instagram.
Okay.
Follow, yeah, and then
Fuck it, I think that's it.
well, it's Facebook.
You might be able to find us on SoundCloud in the next week.
Which is,
Two Guys in the Dark.
and we are
Two Guys in the Dark.